Okay, as you can see, the four-wheeler is no longer in the garage, it's in the backyard, and no, I did not push it here. As you can see, it's pretty much lined up at that gate. I drove it. It's now running and driving. It does need some adjustment in the front end. The handlebars are off, and it kind of makes it a bit awkward to drive. The speedometer does not work. The odometer does not work. Do I care? No. I don't plan on really registering this. I just plan on using this for off-road use only. If anything, I might just put a slow-moving placard on the back, even though four-wheelers are supposed to have plates. Or I'll do the naughty thing and put one of my old plates on it. Around here, the OPP down the street, he could care less. Really, you got a few Karens that will call the police. Do the police show up? 9 times out of 10, no. If they're in the area, they'll show up. But if they're not in the area, they're not going to come all the way out here to show up to a four-wheeler call. So, what does it need? It's idling too high. It's difficult to shift between forward, neutral, and reverse, since it's idling way too high. So I got to adjust the idle, get that taken care of. One thing I don't like about this bike is it doesn't have a park, and at least I don't think it does. I haven't really checked into that, and it does not have a brake lock. Let's actually see if it does in fact have a park or not. Okay, we're in neutral. That's reverse. Neutral. And that's low range. And high range. See, there's the blinker right there. So high range light does not work. Low range, high range. But yeah, I'm gonna check out the high range, make sure high range does work. But it does not have park. So it's kind of different. It's got neutral, but no park. So not too big of a deal. As you can see, the speedometer cycles, but it does not work. So actually, I had it pegged out all the way at the far right, and I was not going that fast. Obviously, the fuel sender unit is gone. The tank has been lined, so most likely when the tank got lined, the 86th, the fuel sending unit, again, not a big deal. I could care less. Being a front tank, I just look right down in there and see what I have. So what I want to do is off camera is check the four-wheel drive, make sure that works, and I want to check the high range. So I want to make sure high range works as well. It's getting kind of cold out here. We're actually expected flurries, even though people are actually cutting grass, and it's maybe 4 Celsius out here, and I'm no different. I cut my front lawn earlier. So with this here, we are pretty good. The starter's not as bad as it was. We're in neutral. So as you heard, when it's on choke, it's revving higher, which is, no, sorry, when it's off choke, it was revving higher. So I have the adjustment on this side right here. This guy right here will adjust the idle. I just got to get it freed up, so hopefully I can adjust the idle. One thing it was doing, it was dumping gas out the bottom of the carburetor. It has since stopped. I think the float was maybe sticking a little bit. I did put True Fuel in the tank just to help flush out that carburetor, because the guy did clean the carburetor, but he did not change the fuel. He had no fuel, and he lived in a rural, even more rural community than I do. So he didn't have fuel to put in it. He just used what he had on hand, and it was a year old from last season sort of thing. So it's got nice fresh fuel in it. It seems to be running good. Got good pressure on the exhaust. I don't know about the cooling system as of yet. I have not got it up to temperature. Again, it's freezing cold out here today. I don't know if the temperature works. It goes up, so that's actually a good thing. So the temperature gauge does go up, So I'm assuming the temperature gauge does work. So, but anyone who assumes something definitely gets screwed in the end, so I will definitely look into it, make sure it does actually work, like I want to do with the four-wheel drive, and there's a couple other things in high range. Really, for pushing snow, you only want low range and the four-wheel drive. So as long as low range and four-wheel drive works, I could care less. Yes, my tractor had a cab, which was nice, or decent I should say. This is wide open, but still, this will get the job done just as good, if not better, than my tractor with the snowblower did. So, and technically I paid the same price for this as I paid for that, and what I got for that in the end. So that actually worked out. So that's pretty much it. I know I said so it's way too many times, starting to sound like dickhead Justin Trudeau, but there we go. So I'll talk to him later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.